Welcome back. We have several more topics to cover before we leave rhythm. So far, we have talked about subdividing beats according to the meter signature. If the top number of the meter signature is a multiple of 2, other than 6, we divide the beat into 2. The beat in 4/4 is usually the quarter note, which subdivides into eighth notes grouped by 2. This rhythm is 4 beats long, with the dotted quarter note lasting for a beat and a half. This is what it sounds like. Ba, 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 ba. If the top number is a multiple of 3, we divide the beat into 3s. This rhythm is 2 beats long. The beat is the dotted quarter note, which divides into 3 eighth notes. It sounds like this. Ba, 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 ba. But it's also possible to go against the given meter signature, dividing the beat into 2s when we expect 3s, or 3s when we expect 2s. Here we have a group of 3 notes that fits into one quarter note. It sounds like this. Ba, 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 ba. And here we have 2 notes that fit within a beat that usually contains 3 notes. Sounds like this. Ba, 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 ba. Such a rhythm, in which the meter beat is divided into a subdivision other than what is called for by the meter signature, is called a tuplet. The most common tuplet is when we divide a beat with duple subdivisions into 3, which creates a triplet. We usually write the number 3 above the triplet to make it clear that we are subdividing into 3, although you will sometimes see triplets written without the number. Subdividing a beat into 2 instead of 3 gives a duplet. For triplets, the note value used in the triplet is usually half the value of the note the triplet is fitting into. So a triplet that takes one quarter note is written as an eighth note triplet. Ba, 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 ba. A triplet that fits in an eighth note is written as a 16th note triplet. Ba, 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 ba. A triplet that takes the time of a half note is written as a quarter note triplet. Ba, 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 ba. It's even possible to have half-note triplets, which would fit in the time of a whole note. This is most likely at a fast tempo, perhaps even in 2/2, in which the beats are half notes. So these are half notes. Ba, ba, ba. Let's look at some triplets in real music. This is a famous example of 5/4 meter, 5 quarter notes in a measure, eighth notes grouped in pairs. The eighth note triplets fill the duration of 1 quarter. More Tchaikovsky, this time in 12/8 time. 12 eighth notes in a measure, 4 groups of 3 eighth notes with the dotted quarter note as the beat. In the first 2 measures, we see the triple grouping of eighth notes. Sounds like this. But Tchaikovsky turns all of the third measure into duple pairings using duplet notation. Each duplet takes the time of one dotted quarter note beat. It sounds like this. One final Tchaikovsky excerpt. Tchaikovsky used a lot of tuplets. This is a nice one. It's the first thing you hear in the Fourth Symphony, played fortissimo by the French horns and bassoons. It's in 3/4, so the quarter note gets the beat, with eighth notes grouped by 2s. The first 2 triplets are 16th note triplets, which means they fit in the span of 1 eighth note. Notice how the beaming shows this. The last 2 triplets are eighth note triplets, so they last 1 beat, that is, 1 quarter note. But the triplets themselves get subdivided into a dotted eighth and a 16th note. It's exactly the same rhythm as it would be if it were written in 6/8. So the rhythm would be in slow motion, ba, 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 ba. Here's how it sounds when led in by the eighth notes on the beat 3 of the previous measure. So 1 and 2 and ba, ba, ba 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 ba. Here's what it sounds like full speed, played by my computer so that it's exactly precise. This was a short lecture. We talked about subdivisions of the beat that are different from what the meter signature specifies, called, in general, tuplets. The most common tuplets are triplets, but duplets also happen. Any metric level can have tuplets. Triplets are the most common. They can be 16th note, 8th note, quarter note, or even half note triplets. It's also possible to have subdivisions other than 2 or 3. Another Tchaikovsky excerpt from the Sixth Symphony has a septuplet, 7 notes in one beat. In the next lecture, we'll finish up rhythm and meter when we look at syncopation, or displaced accents.